We're Trent Allie, and building a cabin in the mountains comes with ups and downs.
When we had our shear wall inspection, we failed the inspection.
So today, we're making some big changes.
Now we can be super... Oh, gosh!
Be careful.
What just happened?
We have some bold ideas.
I think we should move the fireplace.
But only one way to write them down.
I have a paint pen and a 2x12.
That's not what I want.
We're excited to partner with OLIPOP on today's video. They make a healthy version of soda that tastes delicious. We'll share more about them later, but first, we need to get to work.
Excuse me, Thumper.
Frank,
Hey.
what are you doing?
We're trying to film over here.
Getting an early start this morning. Frank's excited, and I think today is going to be pretty transformative. Maybe, fingers crossed, we'll install our wood-burning stove.
There's a lot that is going into this. So like we're gonna be doing probably a brick veneer behind the stove. So we need to know how far that brick veneer is gonna push the wall out. Then we need to have 6 inches between the stove and the brick veneer. We need to get the heat shield on the stove to make sure that doesn't space it out anymore. Then we need to find out exactly where it goes. Then we need to go and get all of the stove pipes. I think we're gonna get the stove pipes today, but I don't think we're getting the stove installed today.
Wow,
Supposed to be decent weather today.
this is not what I was expecting.
Looks like we're above the decent weather.
It's pretty. We haven't had snow in a while. We've been joking about how much it feels like springtime, how little snow we've gotten up here this year. Apparently, we're in a drought right now. There's actually way less snow than normal, and there's supposed to be like 4 or 5 feet of snow by now. And you can see there's like spots of mud and dirt. There's not that much snow coverage. So it's nice to see some snow.
But these are like actual snowflakes. If you look right there,
Oh, it's so pretty.
they're falling in like little teeny tiny star shapes. They're like actually crystallizing and forming like a real snowflake. How cute.
Very cute.
And it's not that cold.
Yeah, it's nice.
Could be worse.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I really wish we could just fire that thing up and just get it nice and toasty in here, but got some other things to do before we can get the fireplace going. And that basement's gonna be really rough.
Yeah, we can't bring the candle down there, can we?
Well, after being in the house for about 5 minutes, I've decided I don't want to go in the basement. When it was like nice and warm up here, it's like a fridge in the basement, and it's like a freezer in here right now, so I know that the basement is gonna be absolutely intolerable. So we're just gonna send Brandon and, no, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do the interior walls in the basement right now. Maybe when it warms up or on a day when it's warmer, we'll go down there and start tackling the interior walls. If many of you guys remember when we had our shear wall inspection, we failed the inspection. Now the reason we failed that inspection is because we missed some hold downs. Now the reason we missed those hold downs is because in the plans it marked for Simpson Strong Tie HUDs, which are like these enormous things that bolt onto a wall stud. They go through an all thread into the foundation. The concrete guys were supposed to put those bolts in, and then we frame over it and attach the hold down. What the concrete guys did was they put these big straps that go on the outside of the building, they go into the concrete, which basically serve the same purpose. However, that's not what was specified in our plans. So now we have to do the HUDs, even though we have the straps already, so we're gonna have double the hold downs. Basically, if there's an earthquake and the earth falls apart, our house will still be standing and everything else will be gone. But now we have to retrofit 13 of these HUDs. I got a big long drill bit that we're gonna drill some holes through our, basically the bottom plate of our walls, our floor, down into the mud sill. Then we've got to hammer drill a hole out, put some epoxy in there, put some all thread down in that hole, and then mount these HUDs. And I really don't want to do it because it's going to be a huge pain in the butt, but we're going to do it. We don't have a choice. And I think it's going to be a much better, warmer experience than framing the walls in the basement. I remember when this happened and the inspector said we were gonna have to put these in, retrofit these HDUs and put the rods into the concrete. And we did get a lot of comments from people that are familiar with this type of work that said like, wow, that's gonna be a huge pain in the butt. It is fixable, but that's gonna be not fun. And I'm not having fun. Not only is it freezing, but this is a ton of work. Like, we seriously have to use a giant auger bit. We have to drill a hole in the top plate, through the floor, all the way down, through the mud seal, then get a really big hammer drill bit, hammer drill 18 inches into the foundation. This bracket here has to have the nut and the bolt put on, and then all these SDS screws. We've got 1 done and 2 done. And I would say those 2 have probably taken us like an hour and a half or 2 hours. This is something that definitely I wish would have been done before we built the house on top of all of this, but it's fine. Mistakes happen, and this is the way we gotta fix it. So on to the next.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd.
Alright, I'm almost done putting the last SDS screws in this hold down, and I think that's number 9. 4 more, 13 total. And I think it's gonna take the entire day to put in these 13 hold downs. But it's fine, because like once they're in, they're in. We never have to do this again. I just hope everything on them is correct and that there's no issues when they come to do an inspection. I'm really glad that we did this before we did the interior walls of the basement, because those would kind of block access and we have to like guide the rods down into the holes in the concrete. It's just, yeah, it's a good thing we did this first. Probably the worst day we've ever had building on the house. Not that anything bad happened, but I was like, hey, let's just do these hold downs really quick. And we just finished the last one, and it's basically quitting time. But we got 1, 2, 3. There's a 4th one that we've already covered up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4 on this wall over here makes 13 of those stupid hold downs that each have like 40 SDS screws. My hand still feels like it's vibrating from like running the impact all day.
But was it better than web stiffener?
I don't know.
Better than those.
Everything is better than web stiffeners. But this was a real big pain in the butt, and I'm super glad to have it done. Now, tomorrow, we're gonna be able to do maybe the interior walls in the basement. I think we're gonna try and go pick up the chimney pipe today. Maybe we could start the chimney stuff.
Regardless of how the day goes tomorrow, at least you'll have plenty of space to do whatever you want.
Yeah, look at
Look at
this.
this.
It got cleaned up today.
All
I
organized.
feel like there's so much more space.
It looks huge in here.
We were getting a lot of comments of people saying, why don't you just do an open floor plan? This is it. This is an open floor plan. The only way it could be more open is if you just had a bathroom in the open, because that's
No
really
walls.
the only walls that we have are to enclose the bathroom.
A lot of you guys suggested doing a barn door on the bathroom on the main floor, which would be beautiful. I totally agree with, except that barn doors don't seal. Pocket doors barely seal. And on a bathroom, you want a door that closes, that's soundproof and smell-proof. It would be pretty, but not very practical.
A barn door is a door that hangs on the outside and slides like this. A pocket door is a door that hangs in the middle and slides inside the wall. So basically, it's just a barn door that's more of a secret agent that just disappears and isn't in the way and doesn't cover the wall space. We can hang a picture or something right here.
I get it, and I agree with you guys. It's way cuter. I would have preferred a barn door over a pocket door, but we're gonna make the pocket door super cute, and it is definitely more functional for the space we have.
So it is pretty late in the day. It is quitting time. We're cutting Brandon loose. Allie and I are not going to be quitting just yet. We're heading down into the valley. We're going to pick up some chimney pipe, some stove pipe. we're going to pick up some pipe, people. We're gonna put it on our chimney tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to start a fire. Probably getting ahead of myself. But let's go get the chimney pipe anyway.
The sun is setting and it's even colder than it was earlier today, but I'm so excited because we're finally doing something that will give us a little bit of heat in the house.
So we're heading down into the valley right now to pick up a very crucial piece to a very crucial item that's gonna keep us warm through the winter time. As you guys saw today, it was not warm in the house really at all. Got a little bit of a drive ahead of us. We'll see you guys when we get there. See that long red snake of taillights? It's gonna prevent us from getting to the fireplace store before they close. But we're gonna take you guys in to pick up the chimney pipes so that we can come back and hopefully get them installed tomorrow. They close in 5 minutes and we're 30 minutes away. Basically, we're not gonna make it, and that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles today.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over.
There was a traffic jam on the freeway. There wasn't even an accident. It was just like the road was icy. And so everyone was doing 5 miles an hour, and it made a huge traffic jam. Took us multiple hours to go down into town, and we didn't even get to get the chimney pipes, but we did get to get... Oh yeah. If you're from this area and you know the pie, they make incredible, delicious, amazing, crazy pizza.
Let's just say I hate eating in the car, and it was so hard for me to not eat this on the car at home.
So we're gonna dig in, we're gonna eat this delicious pizza, and we'll see you guys in the morning. And in case you guys were wondering, the pizza is absolutely delicious. See you in the morning. Good morning, guys. I just wanted to come on here this morning and share with you, what's going on. Seems like every morning in the last few vlogs, we've woken up to frozen water, and our water lines keep freezing. I've tried everything I can do, everything except for building a little house over the yard hydrant to stop the water from freezing. Now, let's just say currently it is 8.8 degrees, and guess what? Our water's working! I think I got it fixed. I don't want to jinx myself. There's no leaks. It's not frozen. It got really, really cold last night, and I think the water's working. It's a great start to a great day. We're going to be doing some awesome things today. We're going to be planning HVAC. We're going to be doing walls in the basement. I think we're going to make a lot of progress today, and a lot of cool decisions will be made. And we've got a couple of friends coming up, so that always makes things more interesting. I think it's time to have some coffee, and we're going to get ready for the day.
The past few days, the windows have been super frosted, and today it was 8 degrees in the morning.
And it wasn't even frosted.
And they're clear.
It's because we heated it up yesterday.
You think?
Excuse me, Thumper.
Frank,
Hey.
what are you doing?
We're trying to film over here. No, yesterday was Monday, so nobody came in here and did anything for Saturday or Sunday, so all the heat escaped and all of the cold got in and made everything freezing. And then yesterday we worked in here all day with the candle on, and it actually got about quitting time. It was like a tolerable temperature in here. And then last night it got extremely cold, but I think the house kind of kept in some of the heat from yesterday because none of the windows are frosted today. And yesterday it was like Jack Frost's castle. So.
Yesterday was a super productive day. We got all the hold downs in place, and unfortunately that took all day to do. Today, we're hoping to make a lot of progress on everything that we wanted to do yesterday, but just ran out of time for. And I think it's already off to a great start. Look who that is. Hello, sir.
Good morning!
Good morning.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Frank! Oh boy!
It's good to see you.
It's good to be here.
So, what do you think of the deck?
Professional.
Professional. Took me like 6 days.
It looks good though.
So this is the most
So that worked out pretty good.
professional pocket door you've ever seen.
And screws. Screws.
It gave me said nails in the instructions. So I was
Screws.
like,
Okay.
this was supposed to be Allie's desk. This was going to be like the little office section. And so
In the debate between what's more important, Allie or cookies, cookies won, obviously.
this is the cookie storage. This is where all the cookies are going to go.
There's a world inside my head.
A lot of people have been making comments in our videos that on the stairs we need fire blocking.
No, they did away with that about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
There's a spare key, only one.
That's cute.
All right, Kevin, so if you're the inspector right now, are we passing?
If you put on all the hanger hold down.
There are a couple little things that we haven't done yet, okay? I was saving it for when we came inside and it was nice and warm. It's not nice and warm yet, so we have a couple of tie downs that need to go on the inside of the roof. There's also a couple things that need to be on the outside, but
And we were waiting for the scaffolding.
exactly, that's what it was. We were waiting for the
Now we
scaffolding.
can do it.
Kevin just brought us a 3rd level of scaffolding.
4th.
Just kidding, it's the 4th level of scaffolding. And if you thought standing on top of 3 levels of scaffolding was a little bit wiggly and kind of scary, wait until you see this. Basically, the 4th level is gonna get us all the way up to the roof so that we can install the chimney pipe and we can do everything that we need to do in the roof, lights, ceiling fan, sheetrock or tongue and groove, whatever we decide to do on the roof. It's gonna be a huge, huge savior. All right, well, I guess first things first, now we've got this brand new row of scaffolding. We're gonna have to get it out of the way, and I guess let's set it up and
Climb on it.
build our leaning tower of pizza to the ceiling, huh?
You know it's pizza, not
Pizza,
pizza.
not pizza. I'm hungry, so. You know. Oh, it's not so bad.
Yee, be careful.
Oh, don't let me fall.
Oh. That looks a little sketchy.
Did it. Should probably tie this off to the ceiling or something. Got it. Now we can be super. Oh no!
Be careful.
What just happened?
Fell down onto the
Oh my god, Al. Don't be recording this. Now we can safely climb up to the roof.
Oh, scary. What are you doing?
He's trying to walk it.
Walk me.
Making music.
I can't stop it from shaking now.
Are you serious?
There we go. So this is cool. Now we have a platform here and like guardrails,
Yeah.
which is nice. Or we can move the platform up a little bit and we can reach as high as we need to on the ceiling. Basically our chimney pipe goes out right there. So once we get that all figured out, we can actually scoot the scaffolding over where the fireplace is. and then we'll be able to reach that without any issues.
This thing is so rickety sounding.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not doing that. It's just like so long that as soon as it gets like any side to side, it just like has to, it's like a tuning fork. All right, I guess we'll just call it a day. We got nothing else to do and it's really cold. Well, that was a fun ride on the scaffolding. I'm gonna try and warm up a little bit before our buddy shows up. Dean, is that you?
Nice. Hey. What's up?
Is this the Yukon?
Yeah.
Shall I lock my doors? It seems dangerous.
Yeah, you should. There's a lot of people around.
Oh, it actually feels a little warmer in here.
Oh,
now.
nice. Finally.
Freezing. For those of you guys that don't know, this is Dean. He also goes by the Schoolie, and he also goes by Uncool Dean. I don't know what he prefers to be called, but
You
we
can
know
call me
him.
Dean, that works the best.
He's actually going to be helping answer some questions and maybe looking around. He basically just came to check out the house, but I'm going to try to pick his brain because he's like an HVAC specialist, and we're going to see what he has to say.
Don't even try to question me in the comments. I've been doing it since I was a little kid, so leave me alone.
Our architect decided that we should put a duct chase in right here. And basically our cabinets are going to come this way. There's like a fridge, and there's this duct chase
I think the
in the
idea
floor.
is to be up here and then run something either on the back side of the house.
Dean's been here for 5 minutes and he's already completely transformed our thought process and what we want to do for HVAC in this entire house. We were talking about mini splits or no ductwork at all or just like the bare minimum because it's a small house, it's a small envelope. Like, how much do we really need? This is why you have a professional give you some advice.
This is why you don't just be a hillbilly and just wing it like me, is because when you talk to a professional, you realize you're gonna be really upset if you throw in some mini splits. I know a lot of people have been saying you guys should just use mini split systems in this house because it's just one big open space. So the county that we live in will most likely not pass mini splits as a heating system for our house, even though we have a wood stove. So we're probably gonna end up with a regular propane furnace, which I'm fine with because it gives us the option to be able to just flip the furnace on and be able to heat the entire house and be really comfortable.
Let me explain it the real way.
Thank you.
No, so certain counties all around the United States, everywhere, have their own codes. And what was done when the plans were put in and passed off was a thing called Manual J, Manual D, which is a heat loss and load. It's a real process to go through the calculations and get them correct, and they're very particular on following those calculations. So you can't do like tiny houses and buses. Like I had the bus of Schoolie and I had a mini split and I loved it. I don't get passed off with code. It doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want. People throw wood burning fireplaces into moving vehicles. So you can do whatever you want in those things. But in these, you have to pass what code says. So we have to do what we have to do. So bye. That's all I'm doing.
It's starting to heat up in here. These guys have not been working hard. Maybe they've been thinking hard. So I thought I'd bring everyone a nice cool OLIPOP. OLIPOP is the sponsor of today's video. OLIPOP fills all your soda cravings without any of the guilt. It's packed with prebiotics to feed your natural gut health. And although it feels like a soda, it's nutritious and doesn't have any processed sugar or artificial ingredients.
This one actually tastes like cherry pie, the cherry vanilla. You know, like the cherry pie filling with like the goop and the cherries? When I was a kid, I didn't really like the cherries, I just liked the goop. This is the goop in a can. Casanova root fiber.
Oh, that
Mine
means
has
it's a
Himalayan pink salt.
Hey!
Wow! It's gluten-free, non-GMO, paleo, and vegan-friendly, and comes in 6 delicious flavors.
If you guys are interested in trying OLIPOP, you can click the link in our description and you guys will get 20% off OLIPOP's best-selling variety pack. Thanks again to OLIPOP for sponsoring today's video. Now, I think we're actually gonna get to work. So we're basically just looking at what our manual J&D required as far as a furnace goes, and it requires a 25,000 BTU furnace, which Dean was just saying they don't really make furnaces that small for a house. And then I remembered that the furnace that we put in our van when I bought it, it was a 30,000 BTU furnace. And I didn't know really what that meant. I was just like, wow, these numbers are big. It's gonna be a warm furnace. So basically the furnace that's in Pamela Vanderson is stronger than what's required to heat our entire house. So we could probably save a lot of money just getting an RV furnace, and like just cutting a little square hole in the side of our house and just, you know, using that. Probably work.
But then you got to put like 15 of the same blower sizes in here to make it work.
Circulate the air.
I think we should move the fireplace.
You think we should move the fireplace?
I think we should move it from there to there. I think if we move the fireplace to over here in this corner, then we hardwood or we regular wood the rest of the flooring. We don't have to do radiant heat. It would come out basically where the fridge is.
And this has to be brick all the way up.
Facing
Either way, we'll have
us.
a 20-foot chimney coming out of our 20-foot tall house. You'll have a chimney that's as big as the house. See, the problem is that if the fireplace goes over here also, then the TV will be here. Now tell me, if you've ever watched a TV, see how much light is on that wall right now?
You're gonna have curtains, bud. Put
Yeah,
some
right.
light.
You're just gonna always have the curtains down when you're watching TV?
Have the chimney go up and then pipe out right where the roof of the sunroom hits.
Also looks terrible.
And then go up and then you have a pretty mantle and then a TV over that.
Got to check code on what wood fireplaces allow for elbows.
Yeah.
The chimney can just be, all you see is a little stub in the back. Little puffs of smoke coming out.
You make a good point about the TV though, because everyone needs to watch their favorite YouTube channel, Trent Allie.
You send the fireplace back and just do it like normal people. Put in a furnace.
There you go, Kevin.
Every house here has a fireplace. This is the normal way.
This conversation is not over. We'll figure it out later.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue.
I have a paint pen and a 2x12.
That's not what I want. But Valerie has a good point.
Cannot take this.
Oh man, today has just been such a day of nothing. Huh? Is it quitting time? It's getting close.
I'm really good at making that happen.
Today we've just been walking around talking about furnaces, which I know is extremely exciting. That was,
Dean
that
loves
was the pinnacle of the video.
I would have made it more exciting if you would pay me more than just this refrigerator. At least you're going to help me load it.
It's been a really good day. We've had a lot of brain exercising, but just not a lot of visual, tangible progress has been made. However, Dean is going to help us size out this system, and then we're going to pay him a small fortune. He's going to come up here and help us put in some of these ducts and the furnace. I'm really excited to do that, but he did say we do need to put in the drain lines for plumbing first. So before all that happens, we've got some work to do.
Come on, Frank, let's go.
Oh boy. Come on.
Good to see you too. Thanks for your help.
Good to see you
We'll
guys.
see you soon. Appreciate you.
Well, I'm sure we'll be back soon.
Alrighty.
Professionals are leaving.
Well, that was an absolute treat that Dean was able to make it up here, and the same day that Kevin came. It was just like having a whole crew of people up here working, even though we didn't do any work. I mean, Dean actually did. He took measurements and got things figured out, and I think he's gonna help us design the HVAC system, which I'm super stoked about. It just takes a little bit of weight off my shoulders. And I wanted to say thanks to everybody that sent emails that were plumbers or electricians or HVAC guys and were offering up their services to help answer questions. We really appreciate it, so thank you guys all so much.
I think one of my biggest takeaways from today is as much as I would like to move the fireplace into this corner, it's just not feasible for a lot of different reasons. Mostly the slope of the roof, the way the roof is constructed, the height of the chimney pipe, just like a million different things, the layout of the furniture, the lighting on a TV. So I think the wood stove is gonna stay exactly where it is.
I guess all we need to do now is get the chimney pipe and get that thing installed, but it's obviously gonna happen another day.
Or we should just go right now. Let's go to the store and get the chimney pipe. Good, how are you?
Hi there.
Hey. Yeah, good memory.
Yeah, we've just had the yodel just sitting on a crate for the past 2 months, and it's 10 degrees up there, so I've been aching to get this in, and I now got everything situated where I just need to get the chimney put in. Well, we just got some less than amazing news from Kevin, our friend at Comfort Solutions.
The theme of this video.
It is the theme of this video, is just a handful of letdowns. So we basically just found out that because of coronavirus, a lot of the chimney pipe and a lot of the components that you need to pipe the stove in, they don't have in stock. And he was like, you know, they said they were gonna ship us some new stuff and it could be here in a week, or it's really up in the air. We don't know because of what's going on right now. So we're basically gonna load up everything that he has. He has all of the connections, the top, he has basically everything except for 4 pieces of pipe that go in the middle. So we can't actually do anything, but we're gonna take what he has and take it home just in case they sell out of more stuff and it's harder to get down the road. And hopefully we can get these remaining pieces of pipe another day.
Soon.
Soon, because we need that fireplace, baby. Nothing quite like paying a lot of money and only getting about 90% of the stuff. And 90% isn't really that bad, except for the like 3 pieces that we need are very crucial.
I figured something like this was gonna happen eventually.
It's never gonna be warm in our house.
We can't get roofing material, we can't get stove material, but there's plenty of other stuff for us to do in the meantime. We can get started on plumbing. Dean has been incredible and he's gonna help us out with HVAC.
Hopefully the plumbing supply place
Oh,
isn't
no.
short on the things that we need for plumbing. I better knock on wood somewhere, but yeah, it's been quite the letdown, this video. It seems like everything we've tried to do, we've basically failed or fallen short or just not even gotten started. So
We got the hold downs done.
we got the hold downs done, baby.
That's cool.
Don't forget, we got the hold downs done. If you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thank you again to OLIPOP for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.